Welcome back for the third time, Knox.
Oh, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, that looks good.
Come on in.
Can I get one?
Right on the board.
I'm not sure why you wanna have sex with me.
Very attacked.
He died and then he went to the cap.
He's like stumps in there.
They should listen.
Yeah, play ball.
It could be yours. Just have
Fucking dope.
I haven't run into that before, or in a long time, where someone tries to pull the nail off the end. It's been a long time since I...
Dude, the dabs of like 5 years ago when that was the thing, and you had people that...
Bro, no, not that! Not that! Dude, like, we reminisced not too long ago. I mean, maybe like...
A few years ago.
A year ago of like... When we used to heat up the titanium nails at Tyler's, like, for
and
like
hit them at 800 degrees.
6
plus.
people in a row, like, yo, heat up for me too, I'm gonna take one behind you, like...
Dude, I remember that.
Like,
and y'all just
what
had
were we
like...
doing? Just like red hot dabs.
Red hot
constantly.
dabs, and then like... It'd be like us. It'd be like if I heated this one up, it'd be good for all three of us times like 2.
Yeah.
That was silly. And smoking like boof-ass shatter and stuff that it's like, man.
White creamy dabs, like, that
Ooh.
shouldn't even have been a thing.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, made it through though. Made it through.
Yeah, we...
Maybe a little scar tissue on the lungs.
Yeah.
Just a little.
We made it to better times.
Yeah. On the other side. We going?
Oh.
Oh, marble down.
Well, hello everybody.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Sham Show.
While Kurt's in mid-dab here, we'll introduce...
It's legal at Delta 8.
Yeah.
They smoke this on an airplane.
Collin Estes, our good friend King Call.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
How's it going,
What up,
man?
baby?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Welcome.
Yeah. Just got done with a long day of work. Not that long. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty average.
Been wanting to get you on here for a little bit now.
Yeah.
So we were hanging out yesterday, and I mean we've been hanging out with Collin for like ever. We've known him since high school and all that. But we had like a super intense fucking dart match, dude.
We did.
That dart match was.
We did.
I was just like, hairs on the neck standing up type shit. That was a fun ass game.
Yeah, the biggest of nail biters, to be honest.
Very close.
Yeah.
Collin and I did like a tricathlon to start off. So we did some darts, pool, and chess. And then Kurt joined us for a dart game. And it was intense. And maybe you guys will get a bonus viewing of that.
Hey.
We might just play another game for ya. If you're lucky. So,
Maybe.
Kyle's a man of many skills and hobbies. And one of the things I want to get into is his racing career. Which he's probably the legitest racer I know. Do you know a legitter one? Nick Schneider races.
Nick Schneider does.
He
Different
does
type of racing,
figure 8 shit though, right?
Yeah, he does like, I think he's going to dirt as
Yeah.
well this next year. He posted a picture going back to dirt, and he does figure 8 and the circle track at the Speedway.
I know. He's won a couple competitions, right?
Yeah, I think he's won like multiple track championships at the Speedway for sure. I know he branches out and goes other places and stuff, but
Hell yeah.
And you are a drag racer.
that is correct.
Very different type of racing.
Yeah.
It's not about how fast you go, right?
No. It's all about consistency and making sure your car is dialed in and running the same number.
That's what was surprising to me when you were kind of first breaking it down when we went to go see you on Memorial Day. I didn't realize that it was you were racing against yourself and trying to hit your own exact time to the thousandth of a second or something, right?
Yeah. 10,000ths of a second, yeah.
Damn.
So you should give like a full breakdown and pretend that we don't know anything about it, because a lot of people don't. And, you know, the difference between that and like traditional racing or whatever the other type of racing is, and exactly like the skill that you need to drag race.
Okay, so to break it down to the finest of it, you know, everyone, you dial in your cars. It's handicap racing, so they call it bracket racing or sportsman racing. But basically, you know, you get a time run, whatever your car runs, and you both dial in, and
So, like, describe it physically. So, each of you guys has a drag car, and the drag cars can be pretty much any car.
Yeah, from, full body cars with doors to, S10s, dragsters, which are, rails with the engine in the rear. They call them rear engine dragsters. You could race a funny car in what we do, but it's not, it's not common. It's usually a dragster, a full body, or a roadster, or something like that.
Does speed matter then?
Speed does not matter, but usually the faster car hypothetically has the advantage because the other car's leaving first, so they get to watch the race from behind unfold.
But
But
so the faster car has an advantage
usually,
because they don't watch the car behind them.
because they get to watch the race unfold. They get to watch their car and the other car. Say the dragster is dialed 450 and the door car is dialed 6 flat. He gets a 1.5 second head start right off the bat. So that 1.5 seconds, he's already out there, pushing 300 feet before this guy even takes off.
Gotcha.
So he gets to watch that car, see how their car reacts off the tree, and once he takes off, he basically gets to see if he's gonna get there or not.
So for like a visual, you have two cars next to each other. Each one has a tree. What's the someone basically just clicks the tree light? Like, how does that start?
Yeah, so like with the practice tree here, it kind of shows you that same thing. So, once you both have the lights on, the tree's active. So some tracks have a starter that sits it like in between you guys. You guys are staging on the actual track, and there's a starter that once both of them are in, he'll flip a switch, and then it's basically a randomized timer of when the tree's active and when the lights come down. So like,
It can start whenever.
yeah, so it's never going to be the exact same. So every track's different. Every track has a different, it's called an auto start. So, it could be 10 seconds, it could be 7 seconds, it could be 8 seconds. It ranges everywhere you go. But
Okay, so the car is.
But then
like,
once it hits that first yellow light below that, then it's the same sequence, right?
yeah,
So like,
we race on.
Is that visible there? Should move the torch or.
So it's all based off 5/10 pro tree. So like, 5/10 of a second is going to be from each bulb. So like,
okay, so those are then 1, 2. That's the same time.
yes,
From here to there to there.
yes, to
there.
each bulb is the same.
But it's
amount of time.
variable from the pre-stage and stage.
From the stage
From the-
stage to the active tree.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you're really looking at that one.
The
Right.
third one, yes.
Yeah.
That's if you don't have a delay box. Delay box is for people that race box class, and then there's also separate classes. Usually they run them separate till the end.
Man, this is one of the few things I can think of that you just really wouldn't want to do super stoned.
That's for sure. But you would think that. But it's also
I'd try it anyways, though.
yeah, it's also something you want to be focused, but you don't want to be too tense. You want to be relaxed. You want to be like in your comfort zone, and
And if you go too early, how's that determined?
based
They
off
just call it
of
like a flag, basically.
if you go red, most tracks it's first or worst. So if you're chasing, and that's where the advantage comes in as well. So like, if you're racing a slower car and the slower car leaves first and he's red, and they don't have a true start, he automatically loses. Because if you go red,
Because he went too early.
too early, yes,
I see.
before
So better to be slightly too late than too early most of the time?
yeah, you never want to be red.
Got it.
Okay, so two cars next to each other. Each
Yeah.
has a tree, and the cars have the delay box, a different delay box. So then they tune that tree to the delay box. How does the delay box affect the tree?
The delay box is based off of your reaction time. So all tracks have different rollouts and stuff. So you really want to base it off your first hit at the track. You know, if it's a time run or if you're going there to test and tune, you know, I wouldn't really change your delay box much until you make the first pass. You know, so.
And then the delay box, when you release the button, it has a built-in delay.
Yeah, built-in delay. So it's wired to the transmission, which is called, and like the button is a trans brake. So once you engage this button, like in your actual race car, so it's based off of, because the gas is already going to be matted, so the trans brake is to, when you let go, it's holding the transmission there until that delay, you know, delay box runs out and engages the transmission to let go of the trans in the car to take off.
So if you're hitting 000s already, then you wouldn't want a delay box.
What are you you're saying? With the delay box, you're hitting triple O's?
Or like on this practice one doesn't have a delay, right?
Yes.
So if it does have a delay?
Yeah, that's what we're using.
Yeah, that's what you were adjusting.
Yeah.
So is there anyone who runs it like? Is there a reason to have a delay box versus not have a delay box? Like if you're a consistent 000er, then you don't need one.
Like if you're consistent on the bottom, because if you don't have a delay box, you're leaving on the bottom bulb. So you wouldn't be letting go as soon as you see it on the top bulb. So without the delay box, because everything's based off of
So you're
leaving
supposed
on
to
this
dial
bulb.
it in with the delay box and leave on green.
It's like third yellow.
Third yellow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
And then the delay box will put you from leaving at third yellow, it'll delay it to launch you at green. Right?
the delay box is, yeah, so you're, instead of letting go on the bottom,
Right.
you're letting go on the top,
So
and it has that time.
breaking
so.
it down for like a dummy, I'm driving my Honda Accord. If I was racing, I would want to engage the clutch and actually start going at exactly green, right?
You want to, like, the flash of the bottom. See, I'll show you. Want to try it with me?
Yeah.
So, you're going to leave on the bottom. Instead of the top.
The bottom yellow?
The third yellow, yeah.
Okay.
That was way red.
So why isn't it... I still am not understanding the advantage of the delay box, exactly.
Right.
So, my opinion, the delay box... See,
It lets you hit it on exactly yellow instead. Like, is it just not... I don't know. I'm trying to equate it to, like, playing music, right? Because it's kind of... Especially if those are the exact same time increment. You know, it's like keeping a beat. You know, where you want to...
Make that a little
kind of
bit more
like
visible.
knowing a song.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Right.
That's better. So, do you see where I'm letting go? I'm letting go, like...
So
Almost on the
that's
flash.
the equivalent of you doing what in your car?
That would be the equivalent of me letting go here.
So you let go on that first yellow.
I usually do. Yeah. Because I run box class. So people with no box, they don't have it.
And the
They don't have
delay
any
box lets you tune up for that.
Yeah.
So instead of you launching on green, the delay box lets you launch on first yellow and adjust the natural time difference.
Well, yeah. It lets me let go on the top bulb. And instead of the car leaving,
I see.
You're not trying to time it on the last bulb.
Right.
You're seeing it on the flash.
Yeah.
You know, you're letting go.
And you prefer that over last bulb.
I prefer it over the last bulb because I feel like it's more consistent.
Yeah.
And it's easier, you know, as soon as we're staged, boom, you know, I'm done with my first part of the race. Car takes off, and then...
And so what do you actually do in your car that's equivalent to this, like, me releasing that?
It literally has a button like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And it just
Yeah,
max.
it's basically, I have, with my new car coming, I will have 4 buttons on the steering wheel. My other one only had 3, but it'll be on the top right because I'm right-handed. So it'll be
right there.
Right raised a little bit above the steering wheel so I can rest my hand on it. And I'll be letting go on the top bulb. But
So what's LB3 mean?
I was just red. I left
2 bulbs.
left before it happened.
Red. Too early.
So you got a .002 on that.
Yeah, which the perfect light is .000. Triple zero is perfect. Here, we'll try the top bulb. See what you can do on the top.
This is awesome.
You want
Yeah,
to
it's actually
keep
pretty
doing the
fun.
bottom? Yeah, try using your one hand to hold it, whatever one you're not gonna let go with.
And it, like something like this.
Yeah, so either like
He uses this.
I used to do it like this with the thumb. Yeah, let go.
I see.
Either the thumb, and now I kind of like flatten my hand and roll the wrist. But it's a little more consistent.
What say again? Your technique?
See, I used
flatten
to.
the thumb.
Yeah, growing up, my dad always pulled.
Yeah.
One motion. And now I just roll my wrist.
Roll off.
A little
Yeah.
less action.
Less muscles to worry about and focus on. And I've been a little more consistent.
000.
So you want to try the top?
Sure.
Just to see the difference. So like, to the bare bones, the delay box is
An advanced tool. Where,
basically yeah.
Yeah. So instead of
A
you launch,
preference.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
you
more
can
of a
launch on
preference.
first or second yellow or whatever yellow you want to launch on.
Yeah, I could put it. I have a second and a half. 1.23 in it. I could put it at. As soon as I saw the second bulb, I would just have to calculate that time. And I could leave like that, but it makes more sense to do it as soon as you see the flash.
Yeah. Is that the most common of like professionals, or what would you say do most people do?
Well, I'm not a professional.
Well, what
Semi-pro.
you know what I mean? Like for people that are doing it, do most people do like?
It's either top bulb or bottom.
Got it.
Just because there's nothing else to think about then,
Right.
you're either letting go on the flash or people that do bottom bulb race, some people, watch the tree come down. Some people get blinders either on their visor or they built blinders in their car. So once they stage and they like either flip the blinder down or they turn their head, then all they can see is the bottom bulb. So then they're still leaving on the flash,
Yeah.
but it's on the bottom.
Yeah. Different folks and smokes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll try. I don't know how fast your reflexes are.
And then explain one more time why being faster would be an advantage. Because you're seeing when you can look back and see when they take off. Or
Being the faster car is the advantage.
Because they start before you do, and then you're catching up to them.
Right. So they're
If a 6-second car goes at a 4.5,
Say the
6
6
leaves
seconds
first.
Yeah, he's got a second and a half, and then he's gaining on him. He's got like 30 miles an hour faster than him. Per se, 590 is.
what's even the advantage of seeing where they're at if it just comes down to how
Well, say if you're both dialed honest, and you're both gonna run dead on. If you're seeing that you're gonna catch him before you get to the finish line, so you're gonna come around him. That's the advantage.
So
Knowing
the finish line does factor in as well?
yes,
Oh, I thought
For
it was...
your time, right?
for the race, yes.
So you're trying to get your 000 on the release and beat him at the finish line.
Yeah, I want to have the better reaction time, and I want to take the stripe without breaking out.
So
Breaking
you
out
want to
being...
win.
Going faster than what you dial is called a breakout.
Oh, fuck.
So you don't want to. That's the whole point of it, is taking the stripe, being the first person to stripe without breaking out, without going faster than what you dialed.
So how do they even determine that if you get your bulb time, but he gets his stripe time?
Because it's based off of
Previously recorded information, right?
right. So like everyone usually gets a time run at these races, if not 2. So you already know what your car's running based off those 2 time runs. So, and the time is based off of, your engine running the same, the car running the same, your tire pressure is the same, everything is dialed in.
So a perfect run is 000 release and finish line at 6 seconds. Is that?
Well,
Is that right?
whatever.
Say you're
whatever
dialed
you-
six
whatever you
flat.
dial in.
If you're 000 and you run 6 flat with a 0, that would be a perfect run.
Okay. And so I guess I'm not understanding what does the other racer have to do with that? If you're getting your times, why is the other racer relevant?
Because they're still competing against you on both metrics.
Yeah, you want to. It's basically the best package.
Okay.
So your reaction time plus what you run is your package.
Okay. And then, like, if you were to be closer than them, then they would be eliminated, and you would face
You would
them.
win, or like, just for instance, say you're both 10 on the tree, and you say you're both dialed heads up, both dialed 6 flat. You're both 10 on the tree, so you're both 10. He goes 599 with an 8, and you go 6 flat with a 1. He's gonna take the stripe by 3 thousandths of a second. 599 with an 8. That's 2 thou under the 6 flat.
Okay.
And you go 6 flat with the 1.
Okay.
So you have your total package is 11.
Okay.
Because you went dead on with the 1 and you were 10 on the tree.
This shit is complex.
Does that make
A
sense
little
though? Because like, no matter what, you can't. Your package can't be better than 10 because you're 10 on the tree. Your package starts with the reaction time with the light.
Okay.
So he takes it by 3 thou. You're already dead 1. He has to take it by 1 thou to go dead 0 to have a 10 pack. He takes 3 thou, which is like this much. At 120 mile, 115 mile an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's hard for me to work through the entire process to completely understand it, but I'm getting a better understanding of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is starting to make sense.
Which one factors more, winning the run or your reaction time? Equal?
Which one's more important?
Yeah.
You're saying taking the stripe or the reaction time?
Yeah.
They're both very equally important.
Equally important.
There's 2 parts to the race.
I see. And either one.
It's not just one. You could be triple O on the tree and you could take them through by a mile and break out by a tenth.
Yeah.
So if you're off by 1/10 of a second on the tree and you're perfect on the stripe, then you're off by 1/10 of a second, and vice versa. If you're perfect on the tree and off 10th second at the stripe, you're off by 1/10.
Yep.
Okay. Just adds.
Yep.
Okay. To make it a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of math, but like
And then that's your package score. Is your
basically a score is
how
your
off
package.
you
Yeah.
are from the tree, and then how off you are
On the dial
on the finish.
The time, yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So yeah, that
And
is.
if you're under your time,
It's a breakout.
it's a breakout, and
You're saying faster.
yeah, like
Yeah,
let's say
under is faster.
000s on the on the tree,
Yep,
perfect
light.
release, and you're .001 under, then no good, disqualified.
You lose if they're
5.999 or whatever.
yeah.
And you're
If you go
6.
599 with a 9, and they go over or dead on, you lose. But if they break out by more,
Oh, so
It's
if you
who-
both break out,
you both break out.
then it's
Whoever's
is that
breaks out by the
common?
least. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? Just from cars not having a proper dial in? Lane variance.
Hypothetically speaking, you want to dial slower than what you can run, so you can make sure your car can get there.
Interesting.
Yes.
You want to dial slower than you run.
It's kind of sandbagging, but like,
That's
if my car can only run 6 flat, I'm not gonna dial 6 flat or 599. I'm not gonna give them 100th off the start and give them dial something I can't even run. So I'm gonna dial 601 or 602
It's better to be over than under.
to have some in my pocket. So we take off and we're both dialed 6 flat. He can only run 6 flat, and I'm dialed 602. I'm gonna have more of a distance.
But if you're right off the jump at the tree, no good no matter what.
No good.
No good no matter what.
Right.
I see.
Unless there's True Start. True Start is a lot of tracks are switching to True Start. So If you both go red, it'll be whoever was least red.
I see.
So it gives the slower car, it kind of evens the field. So not just the slower car going red automatically loses. You know, he could go red, he could be worse red, and then this guy would actually win.
Yeah.
And as you're driving, you can see your line time. Like, you can see it working up to 6 seconds, whatever you're at. So you know that, like, I guess you're in decimal points, so you wouldn't probably know, but when do you know that if you hit your 6 second, if you're at 6 seconds?
Like, when do I know my time?
Yeah. It'll be after the finish line. It's not like while you're driving.
Right. You know, that's...
You can't track it that quickly.
No, because that would be cheating. If you had, like, something in the car that was telling you exactly how fast you were going, that would be considered cheating. Because then you would know how much to slow down, or if you need to speed up.
You're replacing your
talent.
Your talent with the machine.
Correct.
To an extent. And that's the whole point of the race.
Right.
Is to evaluate your individual ability.
Yes. And so, like, when you go through the finish line, then your times come up on the board. Like, you saw that. Like, we had our dial-ins.
Which that makes sense. Like, know your machine, dial it in, get your times right, and then your reaction time factors in, and then the ability for your machine to perform and cross the line.
And for you to perform.
Right.
You know,
you to perform on the tree,
and
then your machine to perform with your evaluation and actually close to your quoted.
Yeah.
What do you have to do after the tree as you're driving? Like, what skill would come into place that, like, you got to keep the shit straight, obviously. What else are you actually doing?
I'm watching what the other guy's doing, to be honest.
And how is the jump off the tree evaluated? Is there a line, or is it measured from the actual, like, box?
Yeah, there's actually...
Like, how do they know if you go red, pretty much?
When you, like
exactly where your vehicle leaves.
Yeah, so, like, there's stage beams. So, like, as we're rolling up, I need, like, a...
What's your name, baby?
So, like, use this for an example. So, like, you see this? There's, like, holes in each track, and there's, like, a beam that comes across. So, as I'm pulling up, once I hit the beam, the first light's going to come on.
Oh, okay. And then that's why you reverse it? Because you go past the beam? Or no?
No. I reverse it after the burnout.
Okay.
You know,
first beam, and then the second beam is the actual...
So, if you remember me, like, bumping in, like, taking, like, bumps, and then, like, I would be, you know, your pre-stage after you roll up, and you stop. Wait for the other person to pre-stage, because it's courtesy stage. And then you... what's a good word for it?
Just ease forward.
Yeah.
Roll up.
Yeah, roll up. Yeah, I guess ease forward or carefully bump in. You know, you carefully take your time, and then once you're edging forward, you turn that next one on, and then you wait for them to stage. Your button's set, and then the tree's active. And then it starts the race.
And then as soon as there's a delay after both cars are staged, that's when the tree moves.
Yep.
There's like a variance in delay.
Yep. It just... And most tracks are, you know, they're kind of around the same. I think I took this from Byron. So their auto start time is 7 seconds. Their stage on time is .00 or .600. Their stage to start is .99 or .900. And the start delay. And I'm not really sure, like, start delay, I don't really understand what those mean. But the auto start time is basically... If you're staged and that car's not staged in 7 seconds, then they get timed out. That's what the auto start time is. Okay. So they have 7 seconds, 7 to 10. It ranges from each track. From when you're staged and they're pre-staged, they have 7 seconds to turn their ball on. You know, they can't just like
sit there for forever and shake your mind up or something.
Exactly. You know, once you're both
and plus with as many people as are at an event too, you know, you can't sit there and fuck off for 5 minutes a pop, you know.
No.
It needs to be a timely process.
Especially with a couple hundred cars getting down the track in one day, you got to keep it moving.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like putting a little time limit between turns.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was something you asked about that.
Well, besides all the technicalities of all that, as far as cars, like what cars do you have, and then tires, and what do they put on the tracks, like just getting further into the process.
Yeah. My cars, I have one at the moment, having another one built.
Just sold one, right?
Yep, just sold one within the last couple months. Right now I have the Pontiac Acadian. It's a Canadian car. Went to Canada to get it a couple years ago.
It's dope looking.
It's very sweet. We'll never sell it. But,
Good. Don't.
What did you do to modify the car?
we just rewired it, put fresh wiring in, took out, they had some one-phase Denton bar delay box that was probably 30 years old.
They had been using it for drag stuff previously?
He made 5 runs in it in 5 years.
And then he just kind of wasn't about it?
Yeah, like, and he had a mural on it of his son that passed away and stuff, and he wasn't really, he didn't...
Doing it once a year and wasn't super into it?
Yeah, he wasn't competitive. He kind of just had the car built or bought it like that just to make some runs and have a little fun sometimes. He wasn't, like, actually competitive with it.
Yeah.
Just going out for, like, testing tunes and stuff. Just to feel the adrenaline. Some people, like, you know...
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'd love to take a pass just to experience it.
Yeah, you could. I have extra helmet and...
Dude, I'm down.
The Pontiac has seatbelts in the passenger seat, so... Whenever we go test and tune, you guys are more than welcome to ride with. You just gotta hold on.
That sounds like a blast.
It's not something
honestly.
you're like, just hold on.
How do you factor weight in?
Well, the Pontiac is 3,000 pounds.
What about like your weight or a passenger's weight? You have
Getting
to account
like
for that.
super techy.
Not really, just because like we wouldn't actually be racing other people with a passenger in the...
Yeah.
When
you dial a car in hardcore, like, yeah, you probably want to keep, like, track of your weight a little bit, or not really matter too much.
It doesn't really matter too much.
As long as you don't bring, like, a whole shit ton of extra bullshit, and, you know, if it's a pound heavier or a pound less, it's...
Like, if you're saying if Kurt or I were in your car, you wouldn't have to dial or adjust anything?
No. You could just make a pass how it is, you know. Just because it's time run, you know.
Yeah, it might affect the performance a little bit, right?
Yeah, it'll probably slow down at like maybe...
Like thousandth or something. Silly.
A couple hundredths of a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
pulling our fat asses.
Well, like...
And that would be like pre-registered and you'd have to hit that time.
Oh, we wouldn't have to hit any time. Just because it's a time run, you know, we're not dialing anything in on a time run. It's just... It's basically just like
doing a pass.
A fun pass, you know?
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's kind of what time runs are. It's just like you're just making a pass down the track.
Okay.
You know.
What
the difference between like me and my dad though, you know, he's 240, say 240, 250, and I'm 220. You know, that's throughout the whole year it was like I think he was a little heavier, maybe 260.
Mm-hmm. Got to factor that in at some point, right? With the dialing, right?
Yeah, so he was probably 600 slower than me. That, and you know, you take 100 pounds is about a tenth.
Got it. Wow.
If that makes a little more sense.
About a tenth of a second, huh?
Yes.
Wow. That's like slightly more than I thought it would be.
Right.
That's nutty.
So it does make a kind of a difference with the weight and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So like, you know, riding with you guys, we would definitely be a couple hundred slower, maybe 5.
Right, if we're both in it or something.
Yeah, well, it can only go one at a time.
Got it.
So.
What car did you sell recently?
My dragster, the rear engine dragster. Sold that to a guy in Omaha, Nebraska. And
what are you getting now that's different?
Now I will be getting a dragster that is 3 feet shorter in wheelbase. So from center of the front wheel to center of the back wheel is going to be 3 feet shorter. So that'll be exciting. It'll be a little closer to the front wheel. So
yeah, those are really long and narrow, right?
Yeah, so it was 247 inches. The one I just sold.
Damn, over 20 feet?
Yeah.
Wow. So this one's only 17? Or you said how? It's a few feet shorter?
It's 210, so it's 37 inches shorter.
Okay.
Yeah. Just over 3 feet and an inch.
Got it.
You're saying it's brand new?
Brand new. Gonna be the first car I've ever owned. That's brand new.
Do you have to modify it?
No, he's gonna wire everything, and we're gonna take the motor trans converter down in March, and he's gonna have everything bolted on, and when I go down there in April or June, whenever he decides to finish it.
Where'd you say it's being built at?
It's Batesville, Arkansas.
Okay.
Went down there like 3 weeks ago to get fitted and make sure I like everything.
That's dope.
So yeah, it was.
You like sit in on it or like experience it, or what do you mean fit?
Yeah, so like he has one that's almost done, so I got to sit in that one.
Okay, and see like a direct model comparison basically.
Yeah, it's identical to what I'm gonna be running.
Word.
Same chassis, same length and everything, and got fitted, just to see where he's gonna put the foot feed, the pedals, my foot kind of all the way down and stuff, and it's gonna be in the last slot because I'm not short, so. And that's what I kind of figured, but I wanted to go down and talk to him. And
it's like an average price for a drag car.
Average for like just a drag car period, or like a dragster, like you're talking brand new, or
yeah, let's say a new dragster, just an average.
Like if you wanted it built turnkey, or just like roller, like chassis
built.
Turnkey as optimal and ready to go as possible.
Like you could go.
Kurt's gonna take it to the track.
Okay.
The equivalent of a brand new Tesla. You know what I mean? Like spanking off the line.
$50,000.
Okay. It's not crazy.
It's reasonable.
Probably average.
Not a cheap hobby, but not crazy.
Probably average of brand new. And it also comes down to like what kind of wheels you're putting on it, what kind of tires, are you getting carbon fiber, are you getting fiberglass?
Sure. With anything,
what kind of electronics?
Sky's the limit for your accessories and customization. Too,
correct.
Of course.
I'm sure they have in excess of $1 million. Like someone who's really got just everything into it, I'm sure you can.
Oh yeah, $1 million operations, or $500,000 operations. There's people with coming to the track with 4 dragsters, with a stacker trailer and a motorhome and stuff like.
Would you say that after a certain point of dumping money into the car that it's not going to help the performance any? Like, yeah, you need all your base stuff. You can probably upgrade a little bit, but like
a $50,000
$1 million,
perform.
$1 million dragger is not necessarily going to help you do better than a $100,000 or a $50,000.
Well, you're not going to buy $1 million dragster. It doesn't take nearly that much. I'm saying for a whole operation, with everything. There are probably $125,000 dragsters and stuff, but that's like high end. That's like.
Do you think those guys have any kind of advantage on the track over, a $50,000 one?
No.
Yeah. So it's just being more comfortable and accessories and
making it a cool thing.
It really comes down to getting the laps in and then getting comfortable with the car. Knowing your delay and what you're going to run on most tracks, and just basically performing. Getting the seat time is probably the most important. Is you only race six times a year. You're not going to have as many laps as like this guy that's been racing every weekend. Going rounds and getting all the seat time, and you haven't even gotten the car once. That makes a big difference.
So if I practice the shit out of that tree. Just sitting here for like years. What else would I need to know if I got into the car? Like, would I be pretty well equipped to do well, or would I have to learn other skills?
You would have to learn other skills like driving the finish line and
keeping it straight, probably.
Yeah, the first couple times of me switching from a junior to a full sized was my stomach was dropping the first couple times because. We're launching at like 4 Gs, so it's a big difference leaving from going like 85 miles an hour to like 178 miles an hour. You're going like double the speed basically, and you just have to really. It's we've been talking for a minute here, and
it's a lot of experience.
Like
sounds like
it takes a lot to go into it, but like. Once you learn the buttons and what everything does with your shifters and stuff, because like, both of my cars work on air shifters. I don't shift them. The only time I'm shifting is after the burnout. I put it in reverse in the dragster and back up.
So it's full auto forward.
Yeah, I mean I put it into first before I stage, and when I let go of the trans brake, it comes up on the 2-step and then launches once it gets to a certain RPM, or if I you can set it to shift on time, but I shift on RPM usually right around 7,000, 7,100 RPMs is when it shifts into second gear, and it kind of just has like a not like a bung, but it's like the air literally like shoots it up, and it hits the back of the shifter into second gear.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like one thing you don't have to focus on. You don't have to worry about it shifting because it's always going to shift.
Were you saying you have it floored the entire time, or you do have to vary the gas? Fuel?
On time runs, it's floored, but when I'm actually racing other people, unless they're red, I rarely ever keep it to the floor. Because, like I said, it's
You want to be able to catch up?
I want to be able to get to the time, so I'm gonna carry at least a couple, so I can get there. If I'm chasing, I want to get around them and back into them. I want to tighten it up, so mathematically with the dial-ins, you're gonna get there at the same time. But when you're faster, you can run faster. Then it gives you more space to get rid of it. To kill the mile an hour.
Gotcha.
To back in to run dead on.
Okay.
Because that's the ultimate thing, is to run dead on.
Tires, is it? It's different tires, I would assume.
Yeah, they're drag slicks. Yeah.
Okay. They're slick. They're slicker than normal tires.
Yeah, you can't drive them on the street. Any kind of wetness, you'll spin out, or that's why we don't race in the rain at all or anything.
How many tires do you go through in a season?
Usually one set lasts me all season.
Wow.
So the Mickey Thompsons that I've been running on the dragster, they're called Little Bubbas, but you can usually, everyone's different, but around 300 passes.
Damn.
So.
What's on the track, or what is the track, and then do they coat it with anything?
Sometimes they use spray. They used to use VHT, which is like a sticky substance that, because it's it's blacktop asphalt with burnt rubber, basically, and most tracks scrape and stuff. But they usually the tracks that I go to, they don't really spray a lot. They'll prep it a little bit with like a dragger, and they have like tractors with like the wheels are rotating the opposite way as he's going, so it's like pulling up any rubber, and they go out. Sometimes they go the whole track, 660 feet, but it's the friction of it spinning the opposite way it's raised. It's almost like a lawnmower, but like on asphalt. So like with the wheels spinning the opposite way, and they set it down and they're going that way, it's like heating up the track, giving it like a hotter surface because of the friction. So.
Okay.
Because you gotta have traction. It's gotta be consistent for everyone. Give everyone the best chance of getting down the track safely as possible.
Right.
Because when the track's hot and you heat up the tires, it's gonna hook. It's not gonna, you're not gonna get out of the groove or get squirrely or anything.
Have you seen some crazy shit?
I have, yeah.
What have you seen?
Well, I've seen some people. We used to quarter mile race until the last probably 10 years. We got away from quarter mile racing just because of the safety and really wear and tear on parts. And, you're going down there at almost 10,000 RPMs. Like, the motor's just, wah! Like, you blow a lot of shit up that way. And I've seen some people go into the trees. One of our buddies rolled his Vega like 9 times. And, yeah.
You guys are all wearing fireproof shit, right?
Yep. Fire retardant. I don't really wear gloves. They want you to, but I don't wear gloves.
Helmets.
Helmet, neck collar. They want you to wear pants. I don't really wear pants. I just kind of wear sweatpants.
It's like your buddy who rolled it 9 times. Did he have serious injuries?
He just had a bruised. think he might have fractured his arm and just had like a bruised rib. But
Oh.
because of the roll cage, and all the safety equipment that goes into it, like we run a very safe thing that we do. I mean, yeah, people have died, but like
Safer than being on the street.
oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Way safer than 100%. Yeah. You can't beat racing at a track compared to the street. You know, you got pedestrians, you got the lights, other cars. Like it's just you two going on the track when you're actually racing, or you know when you're making time runs, you can make time runs by yourself. You know,
Right.
if you guys rode with me, it would just be us, like the one car going on the track.
Very controlled and regulated, I'm sure.
Yeah. You know, there's IHRA and NHRA, you know, National Hot Rod Association and International Hot Rod Association. They all have their own. All the rules are basically the same, you know, same rule books and stuff. But
So you got into it when?
I've been around racing my entire life, but I started racing. Wow. 2003, when I was 8.
What were you racing when you were 8?
Driving half scale cars, so like they're called junior dragsters, and as of the last couple of years, you can start racing when you're 5 or 6, if like your mental capacity is there, and like you know there's kids riding go karts and stuff when they're younger, but like yeah, I started racing when I was 8, and like it's like so like my 247-inch dragster, it's like half the size of that, and you put like a Briggs and Stratton lawnmower or go-kart motor on it, and you can there's different age brackets, so like when I started it was 8 and 9 year olds could only go to 1290, which is 12.90 seconds in the 8th mile. It's like 55 maybe 56 miles an hour. And then 10 to 12 you could go 890, which is like a little faster. And then 13 and above, so we didn't race till we were 18. Now kids race till they're 18, but it was 13 to 17 you could go 790. And that was like the cutoff, the max of the fastest you go, and that's like 85 miles an hour. So
That is wild. Is there another situation where 8, 10-year-old can drive?
Anytime on private property.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't need a license to operate any vehicle on private property as long as it's not invading airspace.
yeah,
Okay.
Completely regardless of criminal record, everything. Doesn't matter. Age, doesn't matter.
yeah.
You could legally have a kid drive around your yard in a dirt bike. No problem.
As long as you
Noise ordinance.
as long as you're
you know.
okay with it, yeah.
Right.
Doesn't
But-
even have to have a helmet, you know. Like
Yeah.
Your dad's been
Nobody
doing it?
knows that, but
I do know one of our friends was driving around his property intoxicated, and they gave him a DUI
that's
on
fucked
his
up.
property.
That's fucked up. He should be able to beat that.
He spent the night in jail. I don't know what came of it. Last I talked to him, he was in court about it. But
Was that James?
his name is Adam, but I'm not trying to specify which one.
right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
But maybe someone called on him, or I don't remember exactly how it happened. But he was
Yeah,
on his property.
there's always exceptions and bullshits. It's just a technical, legal thing.
Yeah.
Oh, your dad's been going
Still wouldn't recommend driving around
his whole life.
even if it is your.
My dad, since '64. I think he raced for probably a good 30 years. He had a good 30 years of drag racing.
Still going.
Not so much anymore. He doesn't. He just from time to time, if he decides he wants to race the Pontiac, then he'll get in it. Otherwise,
Passing the torch.
yeah, you know. He'll always say it. I'm not gonna admit it because my dad was and is still one hell of a driver, but he says that I can see better, which I can believe that. I'm younger. I've always been faster than him on the reaction. You know, I'm like 20 or 30 faster in delay, and I just have better eyesight. I can see the finish line better at that speed.
Did your dad win like tournaments, races?
Yeah, my dad was the track champ, multiple tracks, mainly Byron and Great Lakes, and he was the world champ. in 2005. He had the best round record going into the World Finals. He was
Holy shit.
30, either 30-7 or 30-8 on the season. So he won 30 rounds.
Wow.
And lost 8 rounds. I think he won like 3 out of the 5 or 4 out of the 5 races at Byron, and went to the World Finals and lost in the semis. So he lost at 4 cars in the World Finals in 2005.
Where was that?
The World Finals in Rockingham. Sorry, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah. I talk about it like everybody knows. But yeah, North Carolina was the World Finals back then. I don't know if they do the Super Summer Point Series anymore, but the World Finals, as of the last couple of years for IHRA, is in Memphis, Tennessee.
Did you ever go?
I haven't made it yet. I lost at 7. Yeah, I lost at 7 this year at the divisional for bracket finals. I lost at 7, and if you win the track championship at an IHRA track, you automatically get an entry to go to the World Finals, and if you don't, then you can go to the bracket finals, and if you win the division, then you get an entry as well. So I haven't been able to win a track championship at the Grove yet, so I haven't been to Memphis yet.
What was your recent win? It was some kind of tournament?
The 10 grander?
The 10K-er.
Yeah, the 10K was September 1st, I want to say, because I won the 5 on the 20th, the day after. I'm not going to bring it up. Anyways, yeah, September 1st, won 10 grand at Byron, my second Happy Gilmore check.
Happy Gilmore what?
Happy Gilmore check?
That's it, okay.
You know, like Happy Gilmore, you seen the movie Billy Madison?
Big ass check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
what,
How much did you win on the first one?
5 grand.
And then what does it cost to enter these?
So the 10 grander was $250 to enter, and the 5 grander was $125.
And then like the track will make up the difference for the pot, or is that just everyone who enters makes the 10 grand or 5 grand total?
Yeah, so they have like a layout. They post a flyer before each race, and it'll have like the round monies and stuff. So it doesn't just pay first and second, you know. They start paying after the 3rd round win. So 3rd round winners get like $100.
Hmm.
The 4th round gets $200. 5th, you know, it goes up, but yeah, I mean, a couple hundred entries. You think you add it up? You know, what's 200 times 250? I don't know the math.
right.
Rain Man?
Like
5,000 or
20, 50,000? 50,000?
200 times 250.
Sounds right.
So, and when
yeah.
that's pretty close, but you know that's 50,000, and they're only paying 10,000 to win, 2,000 to runner up. You know, probably a maximum of 20 grand. They're making 30 grand just off that one day.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
How much do you think you've won in total?
ever or this year or
Ever. Like just to estimate it.
I don't know. I won 40 grand this year.
You won 40 stacks this year?
Yeah,
Wow.
just 30 grand at Byron.
Wow.
And that, you know, that's not including, I won 9 grand at this track when I went down to the door car shootout in Benton. Won 9 grand there, and cashed in it just everywhere else, you know. I was
Yeah.
paying for the weekends and making money on top of it.
So you've won over 100,000 total?
Maybe.
Something like that?
Yeah. Probably close to 100 grand in the last, you know, this is my 3rd season back, actually, you know, racing regularly. I took that 6-year break and kind of just had some problems before that, you know, after I made the change from juniors to blew some motors up and went through some other race cars and stuff, but Yeah, I mean, probably in the last 3 years, probably close to 100 grand.
Sweet.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you think you guys have like had into it, or like what's an average? You know, I'm trying to figure out if it could ever be like worth, if you're not just putting it into putting money into a hobby and not getting return on it. Like when are you gonna make money on it? You know.
Depends how good you are.
Yeah. You're saying me or just saying in general?
In general, but like with you specifically, if you won 40 grand this year and you had, let's say, a $50,000 drag car, right? How much are you putting into that per year, and like when do people start actually like making money at it?
Well,
Never. There's always more cars to buy.
yeah. There's always more races, and it comes down to your car doesn't run great forever. There's always minor problems here and there. You run into an electrical issue.
Traveling's probably a big one.
Traveling, fuel. Taking it for granted, like my motorhome's 40 grand.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to account for all that.
Right, motorhome.
You're saying you guys run through a drum of fuel a season, or what?
I went through 5 drums last season.
How much is a drum?
Maybe 6. Maybe 6 drums last season.
How much is a drum?
$5.50.
Is it? It's not. What kind of gas is it, or what kind of?
I run 112 octane.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of cost, dude.
Yeah.
It's an expensive hobby, bro.
It is very expensive, but
Life's expensive.
It's crazy that you're making money you're making some of your money back. Obviously you're enjoying yourself as a hobby, but
right.
that you're actually making something at it.
Yeah, it's nice that it's starting to pay off and I'm starting to do well. I'm doing my job and it makes it just that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, with this new car, dude, you're gonna crush it next season.
Dude, I hope so, man. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be another good season.
You're only getting better.
Yeah. And brand new, dude, like,
It's fucking.
nobody's
sweet,
ever made
man.
a pass in the car, and I'm gonna be the only one that's raced it. Like,
Fuck yeah.
it's something, man. It's crazy.
That is nutty. Man, you've always been like into a bunch of knacky stuff though. Like you do really well with the bowling. Pool
Disc golf.
wise, disc golf. Yeah.
Darts.
Yeah, our intense dart match last night.
Yeah.
But that's why I always say you can tell a lot about a person like by how they play a game, because like everything's kind of the same. If you're a competitive person, which means you're gonna dive into something and figure it out.
You know how to put the work
regardless
in.
of whether it's on the drag or just playing darts or whatever, and it's more alike than not alike, I think.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you're working on or doing.
Brag a little about your bowling accomplishments. Yeah. Don't be humble now.
Bowling accomplishments. I mean, I did win a 9-pin no-tap tournament this year and the last year that they ran it. I think I have 8 sanctioned 300s. Shot my first 800 December of 2019 with almost back-to-back 300s. Went 214, 300, 297 with 26 consecutive strikes in a row. That's pretty good.
That's fucking fantastic.
A 3-time state qualifier in high school.
Yeah, he was out bowling me in 8th grade. Legit. What would you say your 8th grade? You were at like...
my first year bowling, I averaged 161.
Yeah, I've never averaged 161.
Yeah. I averaged
still
like
working on
61.
that. Yeah. Wow.
It's just practice, getting the spin and the curve, rotating the ball in the right way, not just sideways. You kind of want it to, like almost like a diagonal spin towards the pins. So it's like, once it hits to that dry, then it,
Hooks a
breaks.
little
Yeah.
Is that what makes it hook?
What?
At the end of it's dry? At the end of the...
Yeah, because like the oil is only like 40 feet long. Like at a certain point, it's just completely dry at the
I never
end.
knew that.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just like a natural curve of a ball or something.
No.
Oh.
Like if there's oil all the way down the lane, then it would.
It would
hook.
just spin out.
Yeah, it would just keep spinning to where you throw it. Yeah.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that it
Yeah.
was completely dry at the end.
Probably could have
So
figured
it's 40
that, but I
feet
didn't know that.
oiled, and then how much dry?
20.
20?
60-foot lanes.
Got it.
I don't know. I never knew that. Something else I didn't know that I found out last year, was that Rockford and like the Rockford area is like a hub for bowling.
Yeah.
Like Love's Park, I'm sure is included in that and all.
Yeah, we in like this. It's like a 25-mile radius. We have like the most bowling alleys in like a 25-mile radius.
Probably in like what?
Because like if you
or
think
something?
about it, it's like Cherry Bowl, Carter's,
Yep. Forest Hills.
Park Lanes,
Viking Lanes.
Viking, B&B, which is right next to Park. It's only like 8 lanes.
Did you say Cherry Bowl?
Cherry Bowl, yeah.
Don't they have a full size at Tilted Studios now?
Yeah, they have another one at Tilted.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we have like 7 or 8 bowling alleys around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, within a 20-minute drive.
But I'm talking about places you can like bowl a league. That's kind of just for
Oh.
like leisure and like, you know.
Got it.
You know, it's insane. Like and a lot of good bowlers are here.
So you're saying there's more bowling alleys than like anywhere in the U.S.?
I wouldn't say anywhere in the U.S., but
At least Midwest?
yeah, I mean, sometimes
Like, there might
only
be
have
more
like
in,
1 or
like-
2 bowling alleys. We have like
Like, there's probably
7.
more bowling alleys in like the LA metropolis area, but like, you know.
Amount of people per capita,
Right.
that's probably
Right.
yeah.
nice. Do you know why that is?
I don't know. I think bowling's always been big here.
Do we do we make pins or balls? Is there like any manufacturing association?
I don't think so. I think it's just been
It makes sense for
pretty
like
tough
the
competition here.
Midwest, you know, like in general, like
Indoor sports.
indoor sport, exactly. Like,
But
yeah, it's probably not going to be popular in Florida because you could be outside 90% of the year. You
I
know?
Yeah.
still wonder why it'd be like bowling over darts or pool or, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
We're also great
'Cause it's like-
drinkers.
yeah. A lot of people drink and bowl
yeah.
Yeah.
more often than not. I mean, and I think we're like maybe 1 or 5 like other cities, but like nobody else runs scratch leagues besides Rockford.
Scratchly being.
Scratch is like raw score. Like they do a lot of handicap leagues based off like 220 and 230, and then like whatever you average, you get those pins automatically. Like say you average 200 and it's based off 220, you get 20 pins before you even throw your first ball. You just have 20 pins.
It's like a handicap.
Yep.
That when you told me
Yeah,
that,
that's
didn't really
gross.
make sense to me because like, what if you just suck on purpose to get the bigger handicap?
You could,
Yeah.
but then like you get the bigger handicap. But like once you start bowling good again, then you're gonna start losing that handicap because your average is gonna go up, so you're gonna get less handicap.
Okay. So it would just be at the beginning, if anything.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You lose a lot of points because you're bowling bad on purpose, and then you start getting more points because you're bowling better, and then it would kind of just level out.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
We were just talking about Brian. Brian Wicker, he's an old customer of ours. I had him on Facebook, and I just saw he did really well. Did he beat it was a local record
I think it was
or state?
city record,
So-
879 or something.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. 878, 879. I don't know. I
And
know
that's regular 10-pin.
regular 10-pin bowling. 2 300s and a 279.
Crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's 35 strikes of 36.
I bet that last 36 one really grinded that dude's gears.
I'm sure. This dude in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, named Cody Schmidt, just shot 900. He's the 37th bowler ever in the existence of bowling
Ever?
to ever shoot 900, 3 300s in a row.
Whoa.
It just got verified by USBC, which is United States Bowling Congress. That
Wow.
37th bowler to shoot a 900.
Where else do you think bowling is big in the world? Like I've never heard of a bowling alley in a different country. I've never like even seen it in a movie that I can remember.
Yeah, they just had the World Championships in Dubai.
Wow.
U.S. went and competed, obviously.
They're bowling with gold bowling balls or some shit.
No, but they did win the gold medal in the team in the trios. USA did.
Do you think is U.S. just a hub for it in general? Like it's got to be the most popular. In
Yeah,
the
US
because-
has kind of always been the leader in world sports, whether it's almost anything except maybe soccer.
like
Yeah.
cricket and shit like that.
And
Yeah.
because, we make, like, leagues of it, the NBA, the NFL, we make leagues, and, like,
It's better organized.
and there's the PBA, which is the Professional Bowling Association, which they have, like, a tour and stuff, but, I don't know, I feel like bowling's pretty big in a lot of places.
I mean, I've never like sought out the information. I just never Like,
Yeah.
I can't even picture a bowling alley in Mexico or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm saying United States. Like, I don't know about anywhere else. I know it's
I'm sure there's got to be bowling alleys in Europe or something.
yeah.
I'm sure there is.
Australia. That's Jason Belmonte is #1 bowler. He's like almost 40 now. He bowls two-handed as well, and he originated in Australia before he came over here and started tearing us apart.
Get back to Australia.
Back to the land down.
He actually couldn't come over here for the whole COVID thing because the borders were closed and stuff. So
Damn.
he was just able to start coming back and stuff. So that's cool.
Rockford is known for a lot of low-key things that no one ever talks about and no
Dude,
one's
like
ever positive
Virgil
about.
Abloh fucking.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No.
So apparently he's a boy. I didn't hear about it either, but you probably heard his name in like literally Drake songs and like rap. Like he was the head designer at Louis Vuitton. He's from Rockford.
Yeah.
Really?
Went to school at Boylan and then went to Chicago. He's worked with like Drake, Kanye West. He's literally in a Drake song.
The
world renowned.
tippy top, world renowned fashion designer, like Louis Vuitton. Shit.
He did just
Literally.
pass away this week at 41 from like aggressive cancer. But yeah, like world renowned. None of us have heard of him until after his passing.
Yeah, people around here
Damn,
have.
bro.
Like I saw shit about it on Facebook and so.
He definitely
like,
had
the
some
news
friends
article.
around here and was known.
Yeah,
and
he
we're
had
not
a
into
low-
fashion
you know.
like that.
And he definitely, it's not like he was fooling around Rockford when he was, doing all of his great shit. He just came from Rockford. But yeah, that's what I agree with that, and it ties into a lot of the other self-esteem issues that we have here. And it really irks me when I hear people say things like, "Oh, dude, why would you even try in Rockford?" Like, dude, just in the last few years, I can think of extraordinarily successful people that originated right here, dude. I mean, anything you want to talk about. You got Fred Van Vliet. I mean, come on. How much more successful do you need to be before you realize that you could be a successful person from Rockford than fucking Fred Van Vliet or Virgil Abloh, head designer at Louis Vuitton, or like world-renowned acts like
singers.
Cheap Trick. I mean, come on. Whatever you want to do, it's just like the rest of America. It's accessible to you, but people here just don't really seem to tap into it.
I
that
believe
much.
I believe scuba gear was invented in Rockford. That's a random one.
Yeah.
So much weird, and
The
then
Rockford
even like less
peaches.
important shit too,
Rockford
like
peaches.
Rockford peaches or the fucking sock monkey.
Yeah, that one. It's
Like,
cool.
yeah, all right. Who really cares
Hasn't
about
exactly
that?
changed
No.
the world.
Yeah, not exactly, but like,
I remember hearing like a radio commercial. It was like a pro Rockford radio commercial, and they said something about Rockford having self-esteem issues. And when I heard that phrase, I was like, "All right, that sounds kind of dumb."
that's a
But-
self-fulfilling prophecy, damn near.
Yeah, but
Everybody
it
has
is
it
true.
around here.
Like everyone
It
just
is.
likes hating on the city, and then I don't like complain about it too much, but there's definitely some kind of like people don't want you to be successful aspect of it. You know what I mean? And then like if you move away and do better, then they'll seek you out. I don't focus on that angle too much, but people do have like that self-esteem issue of
They're
I'll never
from
make it in
Rockford, so they'll
Rockford.
never be shit.
Yeah.
That's what that's the draining mentality that sucks.
Collin's living proof that's not true.
Dude,
I think we're all living proof that it's not true.
Well, we're getting somewhere.
trying.
Very successful businessman over here.
Not world
Getting
renowned.
No, I'm not world renowned either, but
Getting
You're
there.
finna be.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to.
I wish
I'm
I was, man.
not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm not one to. When I'm at the track, I'm ready to race.
Yeah, you're a competitor, and it's like we were saying earlier, whether you're bowling or dialing
I've
in
always said
times
that
or
about
whatever
you.
it
You're
is.
good at anything you try at.
It's a mindset thing.
Yeah, it's.
Yep.
I'm not gonna have fun being bad at something,
Right. Like, I'll be bad at something and try new stuff, but my whole goal is to improve as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But that's why it's cool to, like, play games with people, because you can, like, introduce them to a game and you can see how they react to a new game. And if they're not doing that, then it's like, I don't think you really get it.
Yeah.
You're not going to try hard at this other game,
Yeah, I
You're,
was
you're
trying
way
to-
more likely to be like you, where, like, not necessarily a try hard, but you're going to put in the appropriate effort to, like, improve and get results if it's something you're interested in and you like it.
Yeah.
Or,
Passionate about it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
whatever it is. And a lot of people just don't have that
that will.
That first
you
drive to, and you can see it with like we could hang out with. We'll go to the bar and pick up some chicks or whatever and bring them back here and play pool, and you could probably tell how they are about money just from playing like that pool game. Or like
I was just going to
business
say
or
about
something
pool,
like
I tried
that.
to play pool with the girl here once, and she obviously did not know or had never played it before. And I was like, I'll teach you, I won't make, like I didn't put any kind of pressure on her, and she refused to use a pool stick.
That was bad.
She wouldn't do it. She said she'd play with her hands. And she like threw the ball a couple times, and I was like, I am not doing this.
That's kind of.
This is not pool.
That's right.
But I was like very willing to like just show her how to use the stick. Obviously, wasn't gonna like bag on her, judge her for it. And she's like, no, I'm not using a pool stick. I'll use my hands. I was like, I'm not playing then.
That's how you play pool.
Yeah. Get out of here. Like I'll play basketball, but not with the ball.
Can't even.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's like, bro, I know you're not going to be a world-class pool player your very first shot. It's okay, bro. Just try it and see if you like it. And we're not playing, we're not playing for fucking $10 million over here. Just
I can't
fucking.
even play with my hands. Like, no, that's not pool. You're just
Yeah.
fucking around now.
That chick had 7 personalities, though.
Yeah.
So her other 6 might be more competitive.
That one, that's
Just depends on the day.
Yes, 110%.
How long are we going at?
Probably been like an hour, maybe.
Yeah, we should probably wrap it up. I want to say it's been about an hour.
We can do a wrap up, and I'm down for a bonus dart game. If you guys are down.
I'm in.
We'll see how it records, but
Yeah.
we'll have fun, and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Hey. All right, let's do it. Let's.
All right, guys. We'll see you at the dartboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the dartboard for some more.
Collin, Estes, King Kyle, thanks for talking with us.
Yeah, dude. Great fucking chat and
We out
breaking it
here.
down, dude. Honestly, like,
Good chat.
Very good chat.
Love
Thanks
you.
for having me. I appreciate it.
hell yeah, dude.
All right, let's go fuck up some darts. We about to do this game of darts over here. Do-do-do-do. We're using an antique dartboard built in the early 30s.
Yeah, this is Al Capone's dartboard.
Collin was the first person to really teach me how to play darts. We played here one time. And his advice
Don't suck.
is not to suck. I'm just saying, as far as like form, to lean forward as much as you can. I see a lot of people doing like this shit. But at least lean forward as much as possible. And then control the release, obviously. And I need better advice. Couple dubs. Been playing a lot of bar games lately. Pool darts. Little bag here and there.
Well. Be close. Get him warmed up. Get him throws calibrated.
Yep. Player one. What kind of music can we play?
Anything that you own.
What do I have?
Or have express written consent to use. So any e-voice stuff.
Guess that's what we're running. I need you to write me some consent.
Yeah, we'll pretend to do that.
You want to talk about what the e-voice have going on, Kurt?
Not really, because I plan on fast forwarding this part.
Oh, okay.
But, you mean like on the show? Because it'd already be like over an hour.
I'm saying
Maybe
if we're
tap
doing
in.
audio, you can plug e-boys, but I'm down for the fast forward.
Yeah, I guess if we fast forward, we could probably play any song then. Because I doubt it would be recognizable.
Oh my god. It's really like that, huh, boys?
It's like that.
Working them dubs already.
I think as a viewer, I'd be more entertained by hearing conversation while they're playing it. So, like, I don't know if I'd watch it if it was just a fast forward game of darts.
Well, like fast forward parts of it, or I don't know. Because it's already plenty of long form.
Kurt's featuring a lovely Alta scarf, Alta boutique, located in Rockford, Illinois. Show off the scarf, Curtis.
Looks like a scarf.
Yes.
Very scarfy scarf.
And it's seen.
Got them ones down.
Got them ones down. One's close.
Yeah, one is my best shot. Hit more ones than anything else.
1 in 5.
Yep.
That's a good sound. What are you guys doing to me?
We're
Yeah,
running
come
it
on,
up.
Tom.
What do you want me to do?
Let's go, bud.
Alright.
I want you to spank us. Is what I want.
Alright, bend over.
Holy fuck.
Working that shit.
Still warmed up from yesterday. Player 2.
Couple schwacks.
You said you've never done a darts tournament?
No. Or league. That'd be cool.
I would actually enjoy a darts league.
Right?
More than probably anything else. More
I
than
feel like you get a lot better
Yeah. You have to.
playing like people that are actually competitive. Like,
Absolutely.
like I've never played with someone that plays constantly like that, you know? Like I've only just played darts with friends. I do remember going to Murphy's back in the day,
Yeah.
and this dude played me for a shot, and I beat him. And he did double or nothing. Before we even took the shot, and I beat him again. And I think both games I beat him by hitting 2 bullseyes at the end, like back-to-back bullseyes. He's like, you're fucking bullshitting me this whole time. I'm like, dude, I was just playing, man.
I bet he's still salty about that.
Probably.
Dude, if you were good enough to hustle at darts, that'd be a fucking sick one.
That dude's watching this video right now grinding his teeth.
He's like, that fucking guy.
That shot was the one that financially corrupted me.
But it was funny because after I won both shots, I was like, dude, you gotta take this shot with me.
Oh, that's a sweet ending.
I was like, there's no way I'm taking both of these. I'm driving.
Yeah, people want you to do dumb shit like that. What are you doing?
But one.
Playa.
Gotta change something up here, dude.
Oh, charger game.
Alright, here we go. That was the change right there.
Ooh. Ooh.
Boys charge.
Huh, lucky.
Points on the board. Lucky dog.
And Kurt threw the dart sideways yesterday and it scored.
Yeah.
Well, I threw it right, and then it hit, and then just knocked it with the fin. And then I also hit right next to the double 15 on the double 10, and it only read as
That was some bullshit.
bogus. It's that vintage startboard, I guess.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
My message to Brandon, he was like, are you going to be doing the punch bag or are you just going to be doing the podcast? I'm like, I don't know, we're going to do the podcast for sure. Like, he's probably only coming from the punch bag.
That was lucky.
Yeah, I'll do one with him in the punching bag. That's gonna be his episode.
Him just talking to the punching bag,
Yeah.
start sweating and just jabbing.
Yeah, most of the shots that I've hit, I'm not meant to hit. But not most, but a lot.
Triple eight?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Ain't that about a fucking biatch.
Okay. We're doing this points race again, I see.
I does not mean.
I'm just really behind, so I gotta do something.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Fuck! I don't like losing, guys.
We better start winning.
I know, you're not helping my case here.
Oh,
Run it up, brother. There you go. Give him that opportunity.
At least we have 40 more turns before Kurt hits a bullseye.
Easily. Easily. Minimum. But I noticed the 16's still open, and I'm shooting it a lot better than I was last year. And 15's all but unblemished. Is that close? Nice, not close.
Coming back with a vengeance.
Silent.
Do you ever hang out in Madison?
In Madison?
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm.
Never.
We did a couple weekends ago. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I went to Beach Antique with Stu and Madison and Dylan, Brian, I think, a couple years ago. They did, it was right outside the Castle Theater, right there downtown. You could see the State Capitol Monument right downtown. They closed the whole street down. Played Beats Antique, live music. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, their downtown is very
The
nice.
downtown is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, College County's fun, you know? We were at a couple bars, and there was like young college girls, and I just felt like a fucking pedophile. They were like 18 and up, or
Oh,
20,
yeah.
21 and up probably, maybe 20 year olds, but
It's some
some 20-year-olds
take
like
your
kids
pick.
now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Especially those
Yeah,
ones. 20's the new
Like,
set.
I don't even want to spend any time talking to an 18-year-old.
Absolutely not.
Any capacity.
Hell, I'd rather come and talk to someone of my own age.
Alright.
Yeah, a lot of us are still fucking big old dummies.
Huh?
A lot of people our age are still big head asses.
Yeah.
Total dummies.
Oh, that's 20 is still.
I am. That is what I was shooting for.
20 is no longer open.
What is open?
16.
15 and
15.
16. Bad release. Are you guys enjoying the game? Wow, we. There you go. Yep. Put on a show for him.
Damage on 15.
Dude, I miss fucking. Are you gonna fast forward this?
Not close.
Or no, not.
Are you fast forwarding this?
I don't know. Maybe.
We'll see after we watch it. I don't think it needs to be.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 14 or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just use select clips.
I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you feeling good?
You know.
Oh, did you? Oh. Did you eat some?
A little bit.
Oh, nice.
Fairly, like a little micro.
Good. I didn't know that. Took a minute.
That's how I be feeling too. Just like it makes me want to move and dance and like just feel really in touch with my body. That's
I got one more.
You're good.
Didn't matter. Hit the 8 again.
yeah, that was probably the exact word you just popped in the head damn near.
Well, we got a game.
Yeah, we got a game here,
A little
folks.
behind, but
Can't see the board. Kurt got one bullseye. We have all of our bowls to hit, and everything else is closed. Points wise, Kurt's at 94. Kyle's at 56. I'm at 72.
It's a game of bowls now, boys.
Doubles.
Which after last night, Rocco should be dialed in on.
I tell you.
yeah.
At least I switched it up and was poking that 16.
Should have been closed up. No bowls.
One shot, everybody knows the rules.
Do some fingers for the camera. Show them what the fingers do.
You know, word on the street is that King Kyle is actually now single, so.
He'll make you tremble. Ooh. Damn. Kyle just closed the bullseyes.
I was like, what just happened? But it didn't say double bullseye, but I did get one.
Yes, you did.
I think it counted it, right?
Yeah, because you had 3 that you needed to get.
Yeah.
And it took now you have none.
They got one. I missed psilocybin.
Yeah.
Like they haven't taken much. Like, and it's just like.
An old friend.
Yeah.
Makes your inside smile. Did it take that long to kick it?
No, but
Still.
we were kind of just talking, and I wasn't really thinking about it.
Feeling it now that you're doing stuff.
Yeah, now we're standing and moving and getting the blood flowing again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same boat.
Yeah.
Honestly. But it's still minor. Like, it's not like it ever, like, fucked me up or something.
No, like the sleep's gonna be awesome. I can already tell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Body's like, oh yeah, baby.
Shit needs to be prescribed.
It does.
Yep.
Collin needs a double bowl to close it. Woo! Got the single.
Butt cheeks are clenched.
Tight game here, Collins in the lead.
I'm not in the lead.
Yeah, I think you're in the lead.
I have 81.
Well, you gotta hit one bowl and Kurt and I have to hit 2 at least.
Well, yeah.
That guy hit
If
3.
Kurt hits a double, he gains it. Or 2. 2 singles.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Are you serious?
Crazy.
Really?
I feel like,
Wow.
the feeling like
The
psilocybin
two
with the
closest.
fingers and that, like the whole body is like
Full thumbs
It makes
up.
sense.
It does, dude. I just start vibing around and fucking dancing, dude. Like, pretty much no matter where I'm at.
Good cluster. You gotta try it with your racings.
Never. Never. I did smoke weed race last year. And I was still hunting for a win, and I had my best weekend. And I was smoking every 2 rounds, fucking chopped every 2 rounds, and I was racing so fucking good, dude. Like I was just so relaxed, like just letting go, like because like the flash was even brighter, like you know, just being so focused, like everything just it was nice, dude. So I feel like some, you know, like I said, I didn't bring it up in the podcast, but I told you guys before, like it's a huge mental game, like. If you're not mentally, you know, you gotta be focused and like, you know, pumped up, but like you also have to be relaxed.
Mm-hmm. That's more mental than most other sports, it seems.
Very mental. Me and Collin both one away. Not even close.
Not even close.
Ooh, where'd it go?
Double the game?
Double for game? Double for game.
Single.
Single. For
We are all one bowl away.
Wow.
What a game, what a game.
What a game.
One bowl away, folks, one bowl.
Wow, how many was it? 12?
That was close. What you got, baby?
So it makes me feel like yesterday wasn't a fluke of us just doing good. Like we're all on a similar skill level at least.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're shooting pretty good.
It's competitive.
I wasn't in the beginning, that's for sure. Been trying to.
Dude, you can be cold at darts.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like you're just off just enough like that where it don't, you know.
Gamer.
Yeah.
You guys finishing?
Sure.
Yeah, we can.
It's a layer.
Wow, we bet this is fucking cash money.
Trying to get one of those Iraqi dartboards, the ones with the bars, like the red ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are made in Rockford, did you know that?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they're like $2,000 new.
With the whole setup with the camera and shit?
Yeah. Which I don't need. It take up a lot of space to begin with. I don't need that, but I do like them.
Then we could just play people at Jimmy's here.
Literally. Yeah.
There's the goal.
Finished up. Good playing, boys.
Yeah. Game.
GG.
GG's.
Yeah, any finishing thoughts?
We need a picture.
Yeah, we do need a picture.
Yeah, let's.
Nah, not the crop. We'll get that picture.
Yeah.
We good?
Finishing thoughts. Anybody can do whatever they want as long as you put your mind to it, you know?
That's the truth.
Big fucking facts right there with King Kyle.
And always do your best, man. Always try your best. If that's what you want to do, you know, if you want to be good at something, with whatever, you know, try to be the best you can every day.
It's all an opportunity.
Some folks do need to try more. Like they have the skills, capabilities, they have everything. They just need to try a little harder.
Yeah. And also try in the right, I guess not right, put the effort towards bettering, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right, don't put it towards emotional, frilly bullshit.
Yeah, you could keep trying and not be trying in the right way.
Right.
Just like people say practice makes perfect, but you could practice the wrong thing and continue to practice
something
Right.
useless.
Yeah,
Right.
perfect practice makes perfect.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good.
Perfect
Yeah.
practice makes perfect.
Perfect practice makes it perfect.
Yes, sir.
Do better.
Do it. All right, bye, folks.